Eagles are going back to the Super Bowl. When will my misery end? Hi, folks, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the D.Bell Sports Podcast. I'm your host, D.Bell, and I'm going to talk about the Eagles and Commanders game and Chiefs versus Bills game. We have an Eagles versus Chiefs Super Bowl again from the 22 season. We had a repeat last year, too. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on, but let's get into it. Eagles versus Commanders. This was a tale of two teams. One team is the Eagles. They went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago and lost. They desperately want to go back, and their Super Bowl windows don't stay open forever. Another team is the Commanders. They scored 45 points on a team trying to make a historic run to the Super Bowl. The Lions lose. It's crazy. So which team do you think won? Well, the Eagles by a lot, 55-23. Now Jalen Hurts was 20-28 for 246 yards and a touchdown that game. Saquon Barkley, 15 carries for 115 yards and 3 touchdowns. Incredible, including a 60-yard touchdown to on his first possession. It was insane. A.J. Brown, 6 receptions for 96 yards and a touchdown. I mean, they're definitely going to lean on him in the Super Bowl. Jaden Daniels, 29 out of 48. You had to throw it 48 times. Incredible. 255 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. He was the leading rusher. He had 6 carries and 48 yards and 1 touchdown. Zach Ertz, going against his former team, balled out with 11 receptions for 104 yards. Now, it's clear from the stats that the Commanders, they need to stop the run. They need to figure it out. Dan Quinn did his best with the defense. He cobbled together some former Cowboys players, but they're going to go into the draft. They're going to get stronger. Obviously overperformed, but they need to stop the run. Now they know what they need to stop. Saquon Barkley. They also need a stronger running game. Brian Robinson only had 36 yards. Austin Eckler had 15 yards. By the way, he had a fumble. And he averaged only 1.9 yards a carry. That's not good. You also need more receivers. Again, the draft. Jaden Daniels inherited this team. So, of course, you're going to get some more people that he can develop with. McLaurin, 51 yards. De'Ami Brown, 42. Zacchaeus, going against his former team, 26 yards. So, it's not bad. Vince Knott got 1 catch for 23 yards. It's pretty cool for the rookie. It's clear Jaden Daniels is elevating the team. That's abundantly clear. Heisman Trophy winner, very exciting prospect in the draft. Yeah, 3,568 yards for the regular season, a 69% completion rate. That's really good. 25 touchdowns too, and 9 interceptions. That's really good. He beat the Bucs and the Lions in the playoffs. That's a great rookie season. He beat the in the NFC Championship game. He was in the NFC Championship game as a rookie. Let's just take a second to appreciate that. By the way, I could have used Dan Quinn last year. But that doesn't matter anymore. Only 5 other quarterbacks have done that, have played in the championship game. They all lost, but it was Brock Purdy, who didn't start all those games that year. Mark Sanchez, Joe Flacco, Ben Roethlisberger, and Sean King with the Bucs 99. So they all lost, but he joins an elite number of quarterbacks. Go it. All right, Commanders fumbles through that game. They had a great run to up until that point, but the fumbles just killed them. They saved all their fumbles for this game, I guess. 3 fumbles. De'Ami Brown, kick return, Austin Eckler. 3 penalties in a row too. The penalties killed them. Remember when the Eagles were trying to get that touchdown? They're all lined up, and they're like, oh, and then they're like, they did it again. It's crazy. Didn't like that. They cracked under the pressure of an elite defense, and the Eagles are an elite defense. And what do you expect? They drafted Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith last year in the 2023 draft. This season, 24 draft, they drafted Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. Cornerbacks. They solidified their defense. They have Zach Bond, who in this game, he got 12 tackles, 1 for loss, forced fumble recovery. That was the De'Ami Brown one. And Oren Burks, who had that punch out, the Austin Eckler punch out, got it, and then he started the Super Bowl last year for the 49ers. So he's already good. He's already been to a Super Bowl. He lost it, so he really wants to go back and win it. But even their defense is set. Their defense is elite, and their offense is good. Their offense is set too. So they went in and got defensive players in the first rounds of the last 2 drafts. So that has really worked out for them. I wish the Cowboys offense was set, but we have Dak and CeeDee Lamb. We need a few more pieces. We have some good B plus, but we need some A plus pieces. But the moment wasn't too big for Jaden Daniels. It was just too big for the team. They just really let them down. Really let them down, unfortunately. Chiefs versus Bills. Okay. All I'm hearing is rigged. You know, all these calls against the refs. There were some questionable calls. 4th down conversion apparently wasn't. I don't know. I'm not so sure. I think it probably was, but I don't know what they were looking at. But I mean, the Bills 2-point conversions, they couldn't get it done. Maybe you should practice that a little more. I don't know. I'm not an expert or a coach. I'm a YouTuber, but maybe that's all you should practice the next time you get into the playoffs. The stat lines. Let's look at the stats. Bills. Josh Allen, 22 out of 34, 237 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's good. James Cook was cooking, 85 yards and 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen also ran for 39 yards, so he can run. Mike Collins balled out, top receiver, 73 yards and a touchdown. James Cook also got 49 yards receiving. Khalil Shakir, 46, and 2 other receivers. One that was a Cowboy and one that I wish was a Cowboy. Amari Cooper and Dalton Kincaid, 33 and 13 yards. Kincaid looked good in the draft. I thought he could be good for us, but the Bills took him. Oh well. Chiefs, Mahomes, 18 out of 26, 245 yards and touchdown. You know, a little better. Kareem Hunt, 64 yards. He came back this year. Crazy. And a touchdown. Mahomes ran it when he needed to, 43 yards, and Pacheco only got 12. So it's like, hey, whatever running back has a hot hand, go for it. Go for it, Kareem. You know, you came in when everyone else got hurt, when Pacheco got hurt. But, you know, he's doing great. Balled out. Xavier Worthy, go Texas. The rookie, 85 yards and a touchdown. That's crazy. That's great. They really know how to develop rookies, and good for them. They have an elite coaching staff, an elite quarterback. Well, what do they need to worry about their offense for? They need to worry about their defense. Just like the Eagles that worry about their defense, because their offense is set. We have our quarterback. We have good receivers. They're still good. Well, what are we even doing here? We have to draft defense. But Juju Smith-Schuster, 60 yards. Hollywood Brown, 35. Kelsey, 19. He didn't need to do much this game. But they're going to their 3rd Super Bowl in 3 years. Their 3rd in a row, which is crazy. 5 now, I believe. Since the 2019 season, this would be their 5th. And they've only lost once to Tom Brady in the 2020 season. Crazy. Mahomes, this wasn't his first. He wasn't a first-team All-Pro or anything like that, or even second. He was first-team All-Pro in 22, second-team All-Pro in 2021 or 2020. But, you know, who cares? He's gotten the MVP every Super Bowl that he's won, including the last 2. He started in the playoffs 7 times, and he has a 17-3 record, okay? Josh Allen doesn't have that, you know, and that just didn't happen this season. This has been developing over time. He's most scared of Joe Burrow, I bet. He hasn't seen Joe Burrow in a while in the playoffs, so, okay, now don't get me wrong. Josh Allen is elite, okay? He had the highest passer rating in a single postseason 2021. Okay, 149.0. That's great. He's a 2-time second-team All-Pro in 2020 and this season 24. So he's elite too. He started in the playoffs 6 times, but he only has a 7-6 record. 4 of those losses come against the Chiefs. It's just bad luck. But when you sync these 2 up, Mahomes is going to have the edge. But these games have been very close, very close. But Chiefs always seem to come out on top. Mistakes. The Bills had some mistakes. Josh Allen threw 2 almost interceptions in the opening drive. Dalton Kincaid dropped that pass, fourth down. Their last gasp of hope. He dropped it, but they blitzed him, and Josh Allen just had to throw it up as far as he could. So, even then, he almost got it. Failed to convert 2-point conversions. Yep. Christian Benford, quarterback, got hurt. This isn't even their fault, but Kier Elam, his replacement, looked lost. He didn't do so well when Benford went out, unfortunately, and he was a round 1 pick in 23. Hey, went to Florida, go Gators. So, that just sucks. But James Cook stretching the ball in the end zone, that's great. Really helping out the team. Matt Collins was clutch. And, what can we say? This was a great game. And, I guess I'm going to definitely watch the Super Bowl. I don't know. Are you looking forward to the Super Bowl? Let me know in the comments below. It's a repeat from 22. And last year was a repeat from the 2019 season. So, I don't know. Of course, I'm in the NFC East, so I get to see 2 NFC East teams go into the championship game, and one of them go to the Super Bowl, the Eagles, for the 3rd time since 2017, the 2nd time in 3 years, so that's just great. But, I'm looking forward to it, but, it's another repeat, so let me know if you are, and we'll see what happens. But thank you to all my subscribers and Patreon members. Thank you to everyone. Be sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate you all. I gained a couple new subscribers. I'm definitely going to keep you guys updated on my thoughts on the Super Bowl, and especially during the off season. We'll have some fun. We'll have some fun until football is back in September. But until then, always, go Cowboys.